Hi, this is week 2 of an 8-week game dev. A link to the PC browser version is in the description. Also, a link to the blog post covering this week's development is in the description. This week, I'll add bad guys to the game to make it a bit more interesting. There are two basic types of bad guys. Enemies that walk and walls that just block a track. Both cause you to bounce off them and turn around. The idea is to not outright kill the player, just make things tougher. There are also missing tiles that the player needs to go around. I'm not very good at this type of game, so here's a bad guy. Let's see if we can meet him. Just saying, I'm not very good at this type of game. That's why there's these three: strategy, slow, and fast modes to play the game in. So fast is fast, but not many obstacles. Slow is pretty slow and you don't get any faster, but lots of obstacles. That's what's being played right now. And strategy, everything moves for a set time, then stops until the player presses a button again. And let's switch to strategy look. So in strategy, you move and then stop. And there's cooldown times down below. So in strategy mode, I had to change the cooldown code to advance 1 unit of time each turn. I also added this one that's just cooling down now, the identity flip, which doesn't turn the tile in any way, but does advance the turn. I added the green outline around the square you're on, so you know what you're going to flip, even if you happen to be right up on the edge. I also made the game settings object and obstacle generator mono behaviors. This allows me to change settings for each game mode in the inspector. So there's fast game mode, slow game mode, strategy mode. You can set the shift multiplier, which is how fast things move down, player speed, how fast the player moves, acceleration, which is 0 for the slow, but there's an acceleration for the fast game. Max speed, how fast, another one. The rotation speed, how fast they rotate. How long it takes things to cool down. Whether or not something's a strategy mode. And how long the strategy mode is. For obstacle generation, it is random selection based on the idea of putting chits in a bag and choosing them. So this starts with 6 chits with the none obstacle, 0 walls, 0 enemy, and 0 empty. Each time a new row goes down, you get 10 points, and I add more chits to the bag. So I don't add any more nones, but I add 0.1 walls, 0.2 enemies, and 0.01 empties. So after the first tile, there's a little bit of a chance you'll get an obstacle, but not many. By the time the 10th row is added, about 1 wall will appear in each row. By the 20th row, half the tiles will be enemies. I also made some extra code to limit the number of empty tiles in one row. Or else you could have all empty tiles and be no way to get past that row. I added a new avatar. And let's go a bit fast. You can see my wonderful avatar going around in circles here. And avatars for the enemies and walls. They're pretty simple avatars, just enough to show you that the avatar really is turning to follow the track to make sure the code works. Add analytics to track which game mode is being played, so I can see what's most popular, and also compare the scores between the modes to see if people are scoring about the same in different modes for play balance. So please try the game out on Congregate if you have a chance, and feedback is always welcome. Till next week.